Good morning. Happy Monday morning. It's the last Monday of January, so it's already the first month of January, pretty much nearly over. I hope you've had a good month. Today, I would like to talk about how we can connect our head with our heart and our gut, and how we can use mindfulness to do that. So this is something that I've had a light shone on for me over the past week. So I wanted to share what I've learned from that with you. And I think the most important thing I've realized is that despite everything that we know, everything that we learn, and all the how we can apply all that knowledge and information to situations, we can still come out the other side with some confusion. It might be that on a rational level, we can look at a situation and we can see all the things that are wrong with it, and we can explain it rationally on why we should be behaving in a different way, or whatever the situation is. But then there's a disconnect somewhere, a disconnect on an emotional or heart level, or maybe even in our gut, which is in our tummy, that just doesn't feel quite right. Why is it sometimes that you make a decision on something, or you think you've understood and are really comfortable with something, but then your heart or your gut is just screaming at you that it's wrong? And what should we do when we feel ourselves in those situations? And the best thing to do in those times is to take a moment to stop and to explore. And mindfulness is a really, really wonderful tool to do that. So that's what we're going to do for a few minutes now. If there isn't a situation that you're experiencing at this point in time where you need to use this technique, then you can always bring to mind a situation that you've been through recently where your head's been saying one thing and your heart or your gut has been saying something else. So take a moment to sit really comfortably. Make sure that you're grounded, your feet are sat nice and firmly on the floor, and that you are sitting with as straight a spine as possible. Rest your hands gently on your lap. And just as you're ready, bring your attention to your breath and lower your gaze or close your eyes. And we'll spend a few moments reconnecting with our breath, just to make sure that we're fully present in this moment. Now bring to mind the situation where you felt that things are slightly out of alignment. So your head has been saying something, but on an emotional level, you've still been caught up in it. You're still caught up in the thoughts and the feelings. You might have agreed to do something, but it just doesn't feel quite right. So sit with that situation for a moment and ask yourself, on an emotional level, how do you really feel about this situation? Where in your body can you feel the emotions? Can you label these emotions with words? And then ask yourself, what's really going on here? What feels right and feels true to me about this situation? How would I feel if I took a different perspective and made a different decision? What's the scenario that would feel right? Putting all logic to one side What feels right, the right thing to do, the right way to be in this situation? And I want you to lead from this place of your heart or your gut. Take that as being what's true and right for you in this moment. And then let's recalibrate that with our head and what we get to do. So, how can you adjust what you want to do so that your heart and your gut will feel happy? What changes can you make in this situation so that your head, heart, and gut are all aligned with each other? How can you tweak your action and be true to yourself? Take a moment to breathe in that way of being and doing, to feel comfortable with it. And I appreciate that this is a short amount of time to really practice this. So it might be that you want to come back to this and to listen to this again, or to just take a bit more time now to finish. It might be that you want to journal a little bit as well. But when you're ready, you can bring your attention back to the space around you. Gently open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. Take a moment or two to really feel that connection between your head, your heart, and your gut, and how that feels, how different that feels. And go on today and go do, but be led from a place of being. I wish you well. Have a great Monday.